Welcome back if you're returning. Today we're going to start the laundry room. Now this adventure begins with a very, very small budget and a very small time frame. We've done a bit in there, but this is kind of my wish list of what I would like. So I've kind of made a plan and gone through everything. We've got to find a door. I'd like to find a door that is half glass or at least something like that. Bifold French doors would be nice, but it's not a very big space. I have some of these items that I've picked up over time, specifically knowing that they were going in this laundry room. I am making a pull down laundry rack, something I've wanted for a long time. I'm not going to spend upwards of $200. I'm going to make it myself. I thought I'd like to make something like this, a cute little hanger for odd socks. I've picked one of these up. This is an old French railway storage piece that I've picked up. It's already in the laundry room. I've got something that I'm going to use for a hang down piece for laundry. As I said, I've been shopping my house for this and picking things up very, very cheaply as I've gone around, knowing that this job was coming up. I have lots of baskets. I'd love to have a display of baskets with various labels on to store things. I have a lovely old mannequin that I'd like to put in there and give it an antique look. I'd like to have my laundry liquids and fluids in really nice bottles, and I do have a couple of bottles already that I might like to use, but then I saw something like this next one which has the little tap on it, and I really like that, so I'd like to look out for something like that. I also have all those little stamps that I've used on the pictures that I did in a video previously. Those will definitely be going up in there. I want lots of shelves where I will put some of my tin collection. I've got lots of decor that I already have that I would really like to put out and about. I have an old clock that's very similar to this that I think I'm going to empty it out and make it into a shelf for that room, and these are the little stamps that I made the other week, and these are definitely going to go into the new laundry room. I call it a laundry room. At the moment I'm calling it the Room of Doom. So this was the kitchen to the apartment upstairs, and as it's trashed as it is now, this is just because we're kind of in transition again. So when we moved in, this was the kitchen. There was a fridge there. I don't think there were any countertops there. There were a counter and a fridge all the way along here. But it was, oh my god, it was so bad. So what we decided to do was take out the everything that was on this wall, everything that was on that wall. We gutted the place pretty well. We left the upper cabinets because we figured these are the original cabinets. Probably been here 50 years. They're stuck on the wall, they're fine. So they're staying. I'm going to repaint them, put new handles on. And what we did was we picked up two countertops, this one and this one. We got a really good price on these. The one was slightly damaged at the back. We had to leave it away from the wall because of the laundry. We put the laundry in, and we've got this sink cabinet to go in also, so that's got to be plumbed in. So this side is going to be the laundry side. Not sure yet what we're doing up this corner. And then this side we have this we bought, I think it was like $20, that we've had for a while. And then this was the new, we just need new drawer pulls and to paint it. So I'm painting all the cabinets bases white, like that one. Painting up here white. We've got handles like that to match, so all of that will be uniform. We're having a shelf on the back of here, and which goes with the shelf that we've put there. I'm going to paint it out either white or grey, and then all of this is going to go. The kids are moving out, so we have to kind of look at it and decide what we want to do in here, and I want to do it all for absolutely nothing, or close to. I'm leaving it white because I think laundry rooms look better in white. They all seem fresher. And we'll have the accent colour, I think, obviously the grey, and I might do a bit of black. Again, the ceilings are very, very high, so I'm going to make, I'm probably going to leave that light in as well, because honestly, who can be asked to change it? So this is kind of how it's looking right now. That is the shelf that I'm using. It's an old, a very old shelf. It's from an old train. I've had two of those. I've had those for a while. There's one up recently. So that's that. And then I want, got to do something for the backsplash. Something in that corner. Not sure what we're doing with the floor yet, but so that's kind of where we stand right now. So we shall see. So to recap, clear the room. That side of the room that we're looking at, cabinets painted white, uppers and lowers, and a backsplash put in. This side of the room, sink put into the counter, backsplash replaced, cabinets painted. This side of the room, I have a whole bunch of stuff that I'm going to be putting on the walls and the ceiling, various drying racks, shelves, pictures, whatever, all going on this side of the room once all this mess has been cleared out. And again, this side I'm going to be adding a door. I'd like to do half glass, and then again obviously painting the uppers, and I'd like to put a whole bunch of baskets in somewhere. So we're painting, finishing off the countertops, backsplash, baskets, ceiling hangers, you name it, we're putting it in. Okay, these are some of the things that I picked up while I was thrifting. I thought this would be really handy. This was $3. Actually, the day I went thrifting for this lot, it was all, certain stickers were 75% off, and then I got 25% off. So purple stickers were 75% off, and then everything else was 25% off. So I got this. I thought this, I would paint it and then put my stamps on this one up for the laundry room. Then I found this, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. $4, and I was actually going to use this for decoupage, but I don't know. Hubby thinks he might, just likes the look of it. I thought it's really cool. It's cool. It's like an old newspaper. If you can see that, my arm's in the way, but so that was $4, 25% off. So I'm just putting these things out of the way. And this was $2.50. I'm going to cover up the heart, and then I'm going to paint it. I think I'm going to do it in the grey that I'm choosing. And then to make the hanging laundry thing, the old-fashioned type, what I did was I picked up these two brackets, and what I'm going to do is drill 3 holes in each side and span them with 3 pool cues. It cost me $2.50 each. These are so strong. I was looking for wood to span between them to make my rail, and then I found these, and they were cheaper than anything I'd seen anywhere, and they were perfect. So those were on sale. Those are going to go between. Like I said, I'm going to drill the holes. I'm not sure if I'm going to paint them yet, but those will be my hanging laundry dryer. And then I ordered from Amazon a pulley system, which are 2 of these, and they fit on the ceiling with a rope that will lower and heighten and lower the contraption that I am making. Those little screws. So I have a grip, on each side. These are for bikes. So what I thought I would do somehow is either put hooks or drill holes so that these fit. So they're suspended from the ceiling like that, in through there, and then my 3 rods, and then the whole thing can go up and down on a pulley system. So that's the idea. We shall see how it turns out. Now, also bought this, and this is going to be, so as you can see here now, the hinges are down the middle. I'm going to take those hinges off. I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to hinge on there to there, and it's going to open up. I'm going to put brackets so this fits to the wall. This is going to fall down. I'm going to put a rope between these two so when it opens, it only goes so far. And I'm going to hang further hanging on these. So we'll see how that turns out, but that's another one. I'll put a little picture in of what it's going to look like roughly when it's finished. Other than that, I'm going to take you to the shelter logic. Oh, also, I picked up these little pegs. I'm going to paint them the same colour. And, oops, they're going to go on here, right there, all the way along for bits of socks and things that get separated. But I'm going to show you some of the things that I've got already that I'm going to take into the laundry room. This I've had for many years. I have a really nice big piece of granite that goes on top of it. I'm going to use that upstairs. I think I'm going to put my cricket machine on there, wire plug. I also do have the most gorgeous, this cabinet was in my mudroom before. I have a gorgeous desk, which you can't really see. I really want to put that up in the room. You can't see it, it's massive, it's solid, it's really heavy. I really want to put that in, but this is kind of what I'm dealing with. I have to go through all of this. Now, bear in mind, a lot of it is Christmas stuff, and some of it is stuff that's going in the garage sale and we're selling, but the rest of it has to be sorted out before we go to France. So this is Michael's chalk paint. It's called Cocoon. It's like a beautiful soft green colour. Almost, I don't know, I guess mossy. It's lovely, it goes on really nicely. This is the colour that I've chosen to do all of the wooden extra pieces that I'm putting in the laundry room. So this is the little shelf that I picked up, and this is going to be the sock hanger. I'm going to sort of add the little pegs to it, paint them the same colour, and then that's going to go on the wall. The actual hanging contraption that's going to be painted in the same colour. Actually, my husband has decided to make me the end pieces. I'm not using the little brackets that I found because he said they weren't right, so he's made some for me. I'm going to use that, but that'll come up shortly. Everything is going to be painted in this lovely cocoon colour. So a couple of the projects that I have had those hearts on them, I'm just going to cover them up, and rather than go to too much trouble, I had these little tags, so I'm putting a stamp on the tags, and then I'm going to glue those over the little hearts, and then just put a little bit of rope around them, just to hide anything that's poking through. You can see I thought about putting lace on, but in the end I glued it down and I put a little bit of the rope all the way around. It just looks so much better. I'm also going to do this on the rack that's going to be hinged against the wall. Those hearts are a little smaller, so I'm just making one for each side, covering up, and then I'm just going to again add the little bits of rope around them. I'm finishing off this little shelf with the pegs that have just been stuck down, and they're going to hold the odd socks that come out of the dryer, because everybody has them. This little cabinet again, whatever I decide to use it for, I'm not sure yet. So I decided to put the stamps on the front and the sides, just so that when it goes on the shelf, I might add this to the wall as well, just for little bits and bobs. These are the poles that I'm using, which are obviously the pool sticks, and I'm just painting those in the same moss colour, and then covering them. I covered everything in a coat of beeswax, just to keep it all sealed in. These are the triangle shapes that my husband cut for me. They're quite substantially bigger than the original, and then we've measured, because the pool cues are bigger at one end than the other, we had to make changes and offset some of the holes so that they all fit flat, if you know what I mean. So when this is hung up, I've got straight poles so that my hangers fit on them, or whatever's going to hang on them evenly. You'll see when it's up on the wall what I mean. So we've just measured 3 holes. One side has 2 wider holes and a smaller hole, and then vice versa on the other side, and this is an example. And then we're just going to drill 2 little holes in the top of the triangle to actually attach it to the contraption that fits to the ceiling. I'm giving it all the same coat of paint, and then I'm just going to add either some writing or something to the sides, just to dress it up a little bit, but we'll see what that is at the end. So I finally bit the bullet and bought myself a Cricut machine, and this was the first little project that I did, and I just added this to the one end of my hanging contraption, as I'm calling it. I'm going to put one on the other side. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week for part 2. Have yourselves a great week, and we'll see you soon.